everyone. In this video, we'll understand the aggregates or measures used to calculate money supply in the economy. So let's get started. So money supply is the total volume of money जो पब्लिक के पास है एक पॉइंट ऑफ टाइम पर, एंड we can calculate it using the following aggregates. The first aggregate is M1 measure of money supply, where M1 includes the currency notes and coins जो पब्लिक के पास है, प्लस द नेट डिमांड डिपॉजिट्स विद द कमर्शियल बैंक, यानी जो पैसा लोगों ने बैंक्स में सेविंग अकाउंट एंड करंट अकाउंट में डिपॉजिट कराया है एंड जिसे वो किसी भी टाइम विड्रॉ या ट्रांसफर कर सकते हैं. That is also included. Plus, it also includes the other deposits with RBI, यानी public financial institutions जैसे नाबार्ड या फॉरेन गवर्नमेंट और फॉरेन बैंक्स या फिर इंटरनेशनल फाइनेंशियल इंस्टीट्यूशंस लाइक IMF और वर्ल्ड बैंक की जो डिपॉजिट्स हैं RBI के पास में, that is included in other deposit. But जो डिपॉजिट्स हैं इंडियन गवर्नमेंट एंड इंडियन बैंक्स की with the RBI, those are not included in the other deposits and thus they are not part of M1 measure of money supply. Remember, this M1 is the most liquid form of money supply. So the formula to calculate M1 is currency and coins with the public plus demand deposits with the commercial banks plus other deposits with the RBI. Second aggregate is M2 measure of money supply, जिसमें M1 के साथ साथ जो पैसा लोगों ने पोस्ट ऑफिस सेविंग बैंक्स की सेविंग स्कीम में डिपॉजिट कराया है, that is also included. So in comparison to M1, this M2 is less liquid form of money supply. So we can calculate M2 using this formula where M2 equals to M1 plus saving deposits with a post office saving bank. The third aggregate is M3 measure of money supply. This M3 is a broader concept in comparison to M1, and M1 के components के साथ साथ we also include the net time deposits with the commercial banks, यानी जो पैसा लोगों ने fixed deposit और recurring deposit की form में बैंक में रखा है वो भी M3 measure का part है. So M3 को calculate कर सकते हैं using this formula, that is M3 equals to M1 plus net time deposits with banks or commercial banks. Last is M4 measure, which is the least liquid form of money supply. Now, besides the components of M3, M4 also includes the total deposits with the post offices, excluding the ones that are in the form of National Savings Certificate. So the formula for M4 is M3 plus total deposits with the post offices excluding NSP. To understand more concepts of economics, you can watch the playlist mentioned in the description. And if you enjoy learning this way, consider subscribing to the channel.